Hey guys, can we make a quick deal? Can we make a deal that if you give me a chance to, if you hear me out, you actually listen to the whole video and go to the end of this, that we can work together on growing this channel and not making it just about the channel or about me, but about you too. I want to take you on this journey with me. I want you guys to be part of it. I'm here in my backyard, my favorite tree. I love this tree. I come and I sometimes hug this tree and I put some love and attention in this tree. But anyway, I wanted to make a video today. I got inspired today because I was listening to somebody else and they were saying something, and the way that they said it, it was on a podcast that I was watching. The way that they said it inspired me. It made me think about something. They were saying that not everybody is ready to receive information or truth or knowledge. And I thought about that and it really hit me hard because I was thinking the stuff that I'm talking about here on this video, on these the stuff that I'm talking about in this channel, on the content that I'm making, it's stuff that in the past, I don't know if I would have been able to understand it or even accept it, right? I say things that a lot of times it sounds crazy, it sounds like ridiculous, and you're probably wondering like, why, what are you even talking about, man? Like, where do you get this stuff from, right? But it just made me realize today that as somebody who's teaching self-love, like teaching humanity how to love itself better, because I feel that there's an epidemic of self-loathing and self-hatred in this world right now. And we're usually our own worst critics. We're the worst people when it comes to criticizing ourselves. We say things internally to ourselves that we would never say to our worst enemy, even if we were emboldened and even if we were filled with rage that day. So it just made me think, like, it's so easy in this world to just hide behind the mask of I'm strong, I'm independent, I don't need anybody, I got everything worked out, I got it all together. Look at me, I'm happy, I'm perfect, nothing goes wrong. And we try to build up this image knowing that it's not true, knowing that it's not actually representative of who we are. We build this image up of ourselves and this idea of that we have to be perfect and we have to have things work a certain way. And it doesn't make sense. It's not how reality is. Like, we all got issues. We all got problems. We're all learning, right? I'm here learning with you guys. I'm here learning with you. So, I just wanted to say, I'm going to learn and I'm going to put into practice now, especially on platforms like Threads. I tend to give advice at the level that I'm at right now. And when I say level, I don't want you to misunderstand. I'm not saying that these levels mean better or worse. It just means in terms of what you're willing to accept or what you're willing to understand and what you're capable of accepting and understanding, right? Every single person that exists on this planet has infinite potential to be the greatest version of themselves that has ever existed in any time, space, whatever, right? Like, we have the capacity for perfection. We have the ability for perfection, to grow, to be better, to be greater. So when I say things like love better, I'm not saying that you're not loving enough or that you're not good enough. What I am saying is love better because there's always a way to love more sincerely, more strongly, and in a way that's not going to tax you or that's going to hurt you personally. You know what I mean? So, for example, it's easy for us to be nice and kind to other people, and like we can be compassionate and feel bad when people are going through stuff. We can be compassionate and kind when it comes to how we treat others. And I think societally, we expect that from each other, right? Like, we expect people to be kind and nice. But then what happens when you're by yourself? What happens when you're all alone and you're alone with your thoughts and alone with reviewing what's going on in your day? And you start thinking about all the things you could have done differently or all the things you could have done better. And then you start blaming yourself. Why didn't I do it like this? Or why was I so stupid? Or why I shouldn't have said that? Or I shouldn't have thought that. And that's what I mean. This is why I'm saying that self-love is the answer to so many things, man, because it's just, we have this epidemic of self-loathing, of self-hatred, and we just don't treat ourselves with the respect and the love that we would treat our best friends with, or we would treat, a guest that we're honoring and welcoming into our household, right? It's time to love better, guys. And again, so I just wanted to say the point of this video, I'm going to try to keep it relatively short. The point of this video that I wanted to make was that I wanted to make a deal with you guys that if you watch my content, you know, and you listen to what I'm saying, and we're going to be working together, just know that I will do my best for you to give you stuff that's going to actually help. And, you know, I'm very gifted spiritually. I would even say at sometimes I'm psychic, right? But I have to have a bond, or I have to have a reason for that to work. It's not like I could just say like, oh, what are the lottery numbers? And if I could have done that, I would have done it. Trust me, I've tried. And it didn't really work. I don't know why. I don't know what the answer for that is, but it didn't work. But what I'm trying to say is, usually when I do get psychic or like spiritual connections, if you want to call it that, it usually happens for a reason. And it usually happens when I'm working with somebody or when I'm dealing with somebody personally. So I just wanted to say that I'm not going to know if you're a stranger, if you're new to my channel and you've never seen any of my content, or if you've never given a chance to actually listen to a full video. You know, I don't know what you need, but if you let me know, if you talk to me in the comments, you want to private message me, let's say some of the things that I'm talking about like trigger something in you that's making you want to change, or making you want to love better, or see the logic or the reason for what I'm doing. You know, if you feel like it's too much, or you feel like it's a little bit too intense, like you can DM me, or you can take your time, wait, sleep on it a little bit, and then message me. You know, I try to message back everybody that I can. Right now, since my channel's rather small, I make it kind of a point of mine to respond to everybody, as long as you're coming respectfully and kind, as long as you're not coming on an attack or insulting me or my wife or my children. That I won't stand for, because that's not loving to myself. That I wouldn't allow that to happen to myself. So why should I allow it from anybody else? So I'm not going to entertain any of that hatred. And if you're hurting, and if you feel like you want to hate on me, but you start to realize that it's really because you're hurting and something about you feels like it's wrong, or you feel attacked by me, just understand that that's something that's coming from that internal, like, framework of self-loathing, of self-hatred that we all cultivate as human beings. And yeah, I just want you to know we're going to get through this together, and I am not better than you. You are not better than me. Nobody's better than anybody. That's not what this channel is about. This channel is about truth. You know, I am a child of truth. To me, truth is the most important thing on the planet. And yes, I do want to practice becoming a greater creator, where we can change the truth and make the truth better. We all have the power and the ability to do that. But, you know, when it comes to loving ourselves, the truth is we can love better. We can do better. You know, part of the reason that I'm so hungry to get my book out, like, yes, I won't lie to you. There is the monetary aspect. I would love to just get 1 million book sales, and, you know, Amazon sends me a check for like a couple millions of dollars. You know, like I get about $9 per soft cover. And I think I get like $10 or something like that, or 11 for the hardcover. And yeah, so I had to set it up like that, so that basically what I'm saying is that I have to set up my book at those prices. Also, because I was told by a lot of people and ChatGPT that I asked that if you set the price too low, that people won't perceive the value of it, and they're not going to accept it, and they're not going to be able to learn from it, because they view it as like, oh, it's some cheap rinky dinky thing. Because if it was up to me, I'll sell the book for $5. I'll sell the soft cover for $5, and I'll sell the hardcover for $10. And I would make negligible profit, less than $1 profit on each book. I probably could do that if I wanted to, but it's not going to help my audience, and it's not going to help the readers in the long run. You got to put some skin in the game. You got to commit. Just like I'm working hard. Like, remember guys, I don't love making content like this. I can talk because I'm able to talk. I'm a good communicator, and I can talk for days if you let me, but I don't really enjoy putting myself out there like this. So it's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable for me. It's not something that I like doing normally. So what I'm saying is that if you follow my content, you follow my channel, and you want to be a better version of yourself, or you just want to even start knowing how to love yourself a little bit better, just remember that it's not going to happen overnight. It's a process. Everything that we're doing is a process. There's no such thing as a magic pill of like, yesterday you hated yourself for 30 years, and then tomorrow you just love yourself like, you know, you're like the Dalai Lama or Jesus Christ and self-love. Like, it's just not realistic. It's not realistic, and it's too much pressure to put on yourselves. So yeah, this is CGR, author of A Lover's Compendium. Please get my book. Please work with my book. If you get it, don't just get it and leave it on the shelf. Like, do it. Do the stuff. Like, you'll find that it was written for you. It's not written for me. It's not written for any specific person. It's written for everybody, because it works with what works for you. And yeah, let's make this world a little bit better. Let's make this world a place where we can love better. All right? CGR. See you later. Love better. Half a heart.